Welcome all of you here one more time, and we are going to compile all the three sessions in this essay, Précis, and reading comprehension. So that's going to be the complete revision for all of us. Welcome from my side, all of you here. Let's start without any delay. I would try to maximize this session so that we can have at least one reading comprehension, one Précis, and one essay. At least I said. Quickly starting, because I need not exaggerate now, with the reading comprehension that we had yesterday. Step by step approach. Quickly reading the instructions carefully. If there is any word limit, if there's any sub part which are not usually, how many questions are there, then in a minute getting the bigger picture. What's the tone, what's the theme, what's the structure, what is the passage all about, what's the central idea, the thesis, and the overall opinion of the author. Can identify that in the introduction, in the body paragraphs, and in the conclusion also. Don't answer anything just by looking at one paragraph. Theme may change, tone may change. Then look at the key terms, if any. Whenever you write, don't say I or we. The passage suggests and such. We may have fact-based questions exactly from the passage, inference-based questions not exactly marked, but we have to understand them, infer them, or read between the lines. Some analytical ones, they need the understanding of the whole passage, how, why, explain, discuss, and asking for the tone or the main idea of the passage. Always write in your own words, paraphrase, don't copy sentences, nothing from your own side, no outside knowledge. Remember, passage is the only source of information. They are not testing our GS. Avoid, I think, in my opinion, say the author argues, suggests, highlights. Do check, are we within the word limit? Have I answered exactly what was asked? Did I copy anything? No, 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 no. If I have, paraphrase it. Or any basic grammar, punctuation, or slip that can be fixed in seconds. For the fact-based questions, go to the passage where it has been discussed, the paragraph, and read those 2 or 3 lines which are talking about them, but write them in your own words, because that's straight. For the inference-based questions, look at 2 lines above, 2 lines after that also. Okay, maturity is it may be marked somewhere else also. Look at that. And then write, it can be inferred, the passage highlights, suggests, and such. Somewhat difficult are the analytical ones. Discuss, explain, now considering, good evening, hey dear, most welcome, John. Now discuss everything, now check the whole passage considering all the options, reasons, factors responsible for that. If the vocabulary is asked, don't answer what you think of the word, what you know, no, how it has been used in the passage. It may differ as per the usage used in the passage. Mind it. If they are asking for the purpose of the tone or the main idea, yes, the overall passage will help you. Don't use vague words which show opinion or opinionated response, like that was good, that was bad, in my opinion. Say that was effective, ineffective, or for the tone, use proper words: analytical, critical, caution, cautious, optimistic, alarmist, expository, and such. So read the whole passage, mark the important lines from body, introduction, and conclusion. Answer directly what is asked, as we discussed yesterday. I'm showing you one more today. Use your own words and keep a close eye on the word limit. Don't copy sentences. Never. Don't bring anything from your own side. Don't write a full essay. Keep the word limit, I would say, if it can be answered. Don't ignore terms like little, few, hardly, maybe, somewhat. They overall change the meaning. And don't answer in bullet points until explicitly marked. Okay, let's have one more saying the same. To save time and to maximize the session. Let's have a short reading comprehension from which we have 5 questions along with 5 answers. Have a look, say done, I'll show the questions. Done. I hope done for all. Showing questions in seconds. Once you're done, I'll show the model answers. Whoa, great, Spurti, for putting it here. I'm sure this is for the first one, right? As you have marked. For me, a thumbs up can read it out loud too. MSMEs often find it difficult to obtain formal credit because many lack sufficient collateral, proper credit histories, and organized financial records. This makes the regulated lenders cautious. Due to these limitations, lenders perceive higher risk. As a result, many MSMEs turn to informal sources where borrowing costs are higher and terms are unclear. Great way of writing. I did say yesterday, it doesn't matter what it matters, I'm sorry, what you write, but it also matters how you write. And that's a good way to write, honestly. For me, my goodness, you're so fast. Have written the second one also. Great, 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 great. Recent policy measures aim to reduce lenders' risk and improve credit access. These include credit guarantee schemes, specialized refinancing institutions, and co lending arrangements. Such initiatives encourage regulated lenders to extend loans by lowering perceived risk and improving liquidity support. These measures seek to bridge the financing gap for MSMEs. Big thumbs up. Very good. I would say already exam quality, covering, I would say, everything and keeping the word limit also. Lack of collateral for the first one, I'm saying weak credit histories, poor limited documentation, lenders, higher risk perception, and shift into informal, costly borrowing. I would say the tone is formal, clear, and fitting SEBI descriptive style. The length is also around 50 to 60, ideal for the instructed one. Great. Thumbs up. Should I, John, show the model answers so that we can have at least one Précis and at least one essay also? No, John, I won't say or I won't beat around the bush. They will specify clearly. They will specify clearly. They may say 40 to 60. They may say 50 to 70. That's why I have kept in between. I repeat, they may say 40 to 60, 50 to 70. I'm keeping in between 50 to 60. It's the usual one, but they may specify the specific one. Great hard work from your side. Commendable, truly. Okay, Spurti, I'm reading your answer in the comment section, showing some model answers from my side because the time limit is there. We'll have to finish session in next 40 minutes. Here we go, everyone, and I'm checking yours. Evaluating yours. Digital footprint data and cash flow based assessments enable lenders to evaluate borrowers more accurately. Instead of relying only on traditional collateral, lenders can use transaction records and digital activity to judge repayment capacity. This improves credit appraisal, reduces information gaps, and supports more objective lending decisions for the MSMEs. Great. I mean, I can't see any grammatical mistake or structure or any punctuation or commendable. For the second one, I was saying strong and fully acceptable, to be honest, for the examination. Directly addressing what role digital data plays, using or reflecting from the passage, use of digital footprint data, cash flow based assessment to improve evaluation where traditional documents are weak. And you've explained clearly how, I mean, transactional records are used in digital activity to judge the repayment capacity, reducing information gaps, supporting more objective lending. Once again, formal, clear within that 50-60 word bracket. Same for the third one. I would say no change needed, ready in both content and tone. Superb. Is that the same person who was saying who was worried and anxious yesterday? All the very best. More power to you. Tanmoy, thank you. I'm writing over 50 words in each answer, yet I'm receiving feedback to expand the word limit and low marks for word limit. Are they specifying any word limit like 70 or 60? Did you check they have a word limit? If yes, then yes, of course they can. Because I think your answers should be 50 to 53 roughly. I didn't count. No. What should I do? Should I ask them? I will drop a message and you are requested to drop a message too, so that because obviously there should be a limit. That's why they are giving this feedback, either automatically or manually, do ask them. Of course, it does. For being so precise, yes, it does. But try to practice more and more so that we can keep the same tone, flow, content within the stipulated time. No problem. I personally say you need not expand right now. In examination, we will have a word limit, so you can consider that. If not, go up to 60. My personal suggestion, don't cross 60 if not specified. Yes, you can go 55, 58, or 60. Don't cross that if not specified. Say done, I show the next slide. Thank you. No problem, I got it. Okay, next. Commendable again, the way you are writing live in the comment section. Fourth one, what conditions are needed? Sustainable strengthening of MSME credit requires financial innovation, better data sharing, and capacity building. Documentation procedures should be simplified and at the same time, guarantee coverage and coverage expanded and digital adoption enhanced. At the same time, responsible lending and effective grievance redressal are essential. Reforms must balance growth with credit discipline and systemic stability. Somewhat similar to what I have. I kept on checking both. Big thumbs up. Author's tone is balanced and supportive. I said positive, yet practical, while acknowledging, recognizing the importance of reforms and technological innovation in improving credit flow. I'm checking both the answers. The author highlights existing challenges, risk management, risk aversion, compliance burdens, lending. The conclusion stresses the need to protect credit discipline and financial stability, showing a pragmatic approach that I marked in the beginning. Done. Appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so there was one more in this since time is running. Let's have Précis writing at a glance. If I say skim for the big idea, quick recall, marking the essential words, then listing the main points in the note form for each paragraph that we have. 1 by 3 it should be. Need not copy sentences. Since we are writing, we need to paraphrase. The same simplest example I would love to mark again. A movie of 3 hours, but when we narrate, we probably take 15 minutes or 20 minutes, not more than that. We know what to skip, what to highlight, what is essential, and what can be redundant. So the same we have to mark here. And yes, you are not the part of the passage. You are just informing the others, portraying, conveying. So avoid personal pronouns, opinions. Say, start with a major bullet, then expand. Must use cohesive devices showing the connection. Whatever we are writing, for example, in just one paragraph, but in the actual passage, there should be an introduction, then some body paragraphs, then the conclusion. We have to combine all these things. They shouldn't look like 3, 4 individual paragraphs. So using those connectors, cohesive devices, linking devices. Therefore, furthermore, in addition to that, consequently, however, contrary to that, thus, resultingly, eventually, and such. Revise for brevity but clarity also. Word count we must keep in mind. Nothing new from our own side, but preserving the original meaning as well as order. How things started in the actual passage. Always use formal tone, British English if possible. No slang words, no personal opinions, subjective words, good, better, and such. Use formal words, technical words, whichever appropriate for that. Don't copy long sentences. Don't add anything from your side which is not there in the passage. Don't change the logical, as I said, order of the passage. Don't use any ambiguous pronoun which may refer to some more antecedents, and don't even exceed the word limit. Keep a close eye on that. Your content must be accurate as per the passage. It must be brief, concise, must have that coherence and logical order. The language must be precise, grammar, punctuations, vocabulary, and yes, of course, the word limit or any other instruction that they have marked. It may take some time, but yes, we can go ahead. Should be somewhat around 600 words. Uh, Please confirm, John. I'm sorry. Is the last one for this done? Ready. Thank you. I hope done for all of us. Showing the next. Presence of mind. Instead of writing done, said ready, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the pace. Showing next in seconds. If anybody needs time, feel free to say. Um, how should I answer this? Because for each topic, we have different keywords which are, say, mandatory or important and such. In your subjects, I hope this way I can answer this question. In the subjects that you have gone through, you must have the technical knowledge of SEBI and related keywords. Whichever you feel, how should I say, are marked in words, I won't be able to portray, but I would say those things that seem important. In general, also, when we read some passage, we can identify these are the points which are mandatory. Now, in my opinion, what is the problem? That if we think everything is important because it's so difficult to eliminate, to remove content, we think everything is important. In that case, we have to make priority. Say, I think these 10 points I must mention over there, but which is exceeding the word limit of mine. In those 10, I can make priority to put 8, 7 or 6. Basically, yes, of course, in a passage, everything is important. We shouldn't be skipping. We can skip examples if I basically say, or anything which is redundant, they have marked, or some points that have been referred to already there, something non-negotiable. I think I'm also deriving the answer in my opinion. The central theme, whatever it is, keep a close eye on what matches the central theme, which we can call, I said, non-negotiable. One clear sentence discussing the passage and then everything related to the topic of the passage. Some core message of the author, if I say related to the thesis, like the initial paragraph, the first one. Hello, why is it saying? Just a sec. Yes, author's core message or thesis. Uh, I was saying probably the first paragraph initially. Okay, the author must be defining things in detail, what he's going to expand in the upcoming paragraphs. The last paragraph concluding and keywords related to that. Maybe some cause or causes, some effects we need to emphasize, some proposed solutions, uh, any policy measures, some limits, challenges, constraints, solutions, recommendations, any direction, conclusion. Such points I think we must always have a look at and shouldn't be skipped in my opinion. These terms should be good, I think. What I said, cause, effect, say any limit, challenge, policy measure, solution, direction, recommendation, such points must not be skipped. So that's how I think we can keep a close eye on what has to be the vital component, what has been deeply embedded in the passage, something the author himself has marked as significant or as a big challenge. In words, I can just say this, otherwise, the passage itself defines what's important. But yes, these terms are pretty good. I am answering this question for the first time. But yes, cause, effect, solutions, challenges, limits, constraints, policy measures, recommendations, directions, the first paragraph, especially because that sets the tone of the passage. The last paragraph, concluding things, the author can't finish with an abrupt or at an abrupt tone, that has to be definite. The last and the first paragraphs, those terms we can say are non negotiable. So, keeping a close eye on them and things which are related to these points, then. Yes, of course. I agree to your last line, what you have said, making the passage lengthy if we include everything. What to skip then? Taking much time. Yes, I agree. Practice would help us in this. Last time I wrote the Précis considering 8 keywords and the length went ahead 200 plus. This time I'll be writing with 6 or a max of 7 so that it will be around 170. For example, everyone has different writing skills. Last time when I wrote with 8 keywords, it was just 150. I repeat, everyone has different writing skills. This time, since it was 150, quite less than that, I'll be writing with some 10 key points so that it can reach 170 or within that frame. So decide it accordingly. I would still say we have, I won't say enough time, but we have time. 7 days, we can adjust, adapt, adopt also what works for us. For me particularly, say done, I'll show the Précis for these 3 slides. Mm, I hope you're talking about Précis writing. Please confirm. Or reading comprehension. Please specify so that because for reading comprehension, word count, and for Précis writing, word count differs usually. So there'll be different approach for both of those. Précis writing. Uh, Reading the passage, I would say 8 minutes roughly. Depends upon the speed. All of us have different reading skills also. 8 minutes if I honestly consider myself there. Planning the structure, yes, of course, will take at least 2 minutes because at a glance I can't decide. We have 6 paragraphs, a minimum of that. Two here, two here, and two here. And those paragraphs also in between have a different structure. So 8 minutes roughly as I can think of right now. 2 minutes for the structure, and for typing, I won't say more than 10 minutes, but in a bracket of less than 10 minutes, I think we should write. Somewhat around 8 or 10. I haven't checked myself because I write roughly, sleeping on bed, preparing slides as a teacher, not as a student. But yes, if I can imagine right now, 8 minutes or 10 minutes max, because 8 and 2 is roughly 20, and that's the maximum time we can allot. So 8 minutes for the passage, 2 minutes for the structure. If possible, we can finish the passage in 6 minutes, will be beneficial for us. 2 minutes, yep, for the structure can take 2.5 also, and roughly 8 or 10 minutes for writing, typing. And I must mention this, at least 1 minute in the end to paraphrase, to check, to not to paraphrase, I'm sorry, to proofread. Why I said paraphrase. Last 1 minute to proofread, check if there has been some errors by me that can be improved, say grammar, punctuation, etc. So if I consider essay writing in 25 minutes, RC in the same frame 17-18 minutes, and Précis also in the same frame 17-18 minutes. So 25 plus 35 will be 60. 25 for essay, 17-18 for Précis, and the same 17-18 for RC also. Yep. Suggestions welcome by the peers here. I think done because time is also not much. Feel free to ask. Here is the Précis. Done. Done. So, finishing things now, before I conclude, would love to wish all of you the very best from my side. Wish and pray you achieve everything you have dreamt of. All the best from my side. If I can be of any help before the examination, also feel free to reach out. Thank you so much, and all the very best from my side. Thumbs up, everybody watching it live or later. Have a smile. You can win the world. Just be cool, calm, composed. An anxious mind cannot perform better than a cool or calm or composed mind. You too, wow, can see maturity and presence of mind in each and every comment of yours. I didn't notice it's a Friday today. Have a great weekend. To you too. To you too. Thank you. God bless you. I won't say see you soon because go get your job. And after that, see you soon in any interview and such. Yes, he qualified SEBI grade A 2025 examination and such. So thumbs up, everyone here. All the very best. Thank you. See you after your selection this year in months. All the very best.